YouTube, I was having a rummage, looking at some guitars that I've not seen for a while. I've decided I'm not going to get the Force guitars painted. I don't think they're a bit old and nice. So I'm kind of looking through some what else have I got lying about, and dug out this, and I think at some point I've been at this and fixed up. The strings on it are like a year and a half old, but this is basically a 7-string telecaster or Esquire, single pickup, volume with a push-pull tone pot on it, for coil splits, 7 strings. This was a peavey Predator Plus ST7, which was a hideously ugly guitar, has to be said. When I bought it, it had been converted to a 6-string because the guy wanted like wider string spacing to make it like a classical guitar. So I had to replace the nut. I had to buy a 7-string nut, and the bridge had notches cut in it. And it still has notches cut in it to take 6 equally spaced strings, but the original notches were still there, so it was fine. It came with this pickup, which was disconnected, and a rail jazz bass pickup in the neck, which is gone. Obviously I made the body out of a joist. Haven't done very much sanding on it. It was more of a concept. I quite fancied having a 7-string, so I've been playing it for the last half hour. My pal came over to pick up his guitar, and he was like, "Yeah, bastard," because he wants one, because as soon as you start, it's like, oh, but all the other strings are the same. So 7-string, right to basics, is basically just a 6-string with an extra B string on the bottom, so all the other strings are still the same, hence all the chords work. You just have to, what my same tactic is playing a 5-string bass, ignore the top string, and then try and squeeze it in whenever you can, sort of thing, but don't bass ending off it, just have it. It's like, kind of, if you do your octave thing, it works on that string too. So any chord you're playing, you get your A-shaped chords, your G, and your E-shaped chords. So your G power chords, E, and then you get your C and your D. Well, the C and the D are available here as well, but lower. So instead of going, fun to be had. So you basically got a whole other run of the cheesy cool power chords, but lower ones, which often happens when you're playing kind of round about the G, E. That's as low as you can go. No, now you can go to E. So fun. So basically kind of quite a lot of what you get in a baritone, apart from you don't have to play, it's a bit of a mind melter when you're playing it tuned to B, and it's like, so the chords that you normally use, in fact, see, the brain's already hurting, right? So that's basically, if I play what looks like an E, I don't know, but you get power chords there. a very powerful pickup, so I think you're not really meant to be able to do that sort of cowboy stuff. It's meant for... Right, do you want Kieran? Actually, can I play the bass for this? We do a tone control. I'm going to have to play this more. There's a lot of guitars I need to play more. I think this deserves a set of strings, because these strings must have been on it for years. Maybe only like a year for the 6 strings, but that 7 string it's likely I bought a set of 7 strings when I bought the guitar, but that's probably where that string comes from. The B. But I was looking earlier on, I do kind of like the aesthetic of the single pickup, but I've got a hot rail, and if you look at where the hot rail sits, if I was to use it as a neck pickup, that way around obviously, the strings all fall well within the parameters of this bar magnet, so I think it'll work fine as a 7 string pickup. I'm pretty sure that is the bridge pickup, because the spacing is absolutely perfect. I know that because I built the guitar, but that is good enough. It's definitely a good... It's a good 2 or 3 mil overhang the bar magnets have on either side of the outside 2 strings, so I think it'll be alright. But I quite fancy having a neck pickup in there. I will put possibly a small knob tone control, so it's got a tone, because I found that'd be quite useful, putting the bass on. I kind of did that. I kind of did the bass thing, but it would do the bass thing better with a 3-way switch, or I think it costs money. Possibly a Cortex switch would be pretty awesome. That would give me 5 sounds, you know, like an Ibanez RG wiring, a 2 humbucker guitar, where you've got bridge pickup, the outside coils of both pickups on, the neck pickup wired in parallel, and then the neck pickup as a humbucker. That'd be kind of useful. Maybe just a push-pull, but a 3-way switch with a push-pull pop, which just splits them both into single coils, means I can get a single coil on the neck and a single coil on the bridge on their own, which is probably good for that twangy thing. Yeah, so I mean, basically just have a go at buying a guitar. It's like, do what I do, buy a guitar, you know, like it's cheap because it's pure ugly, and then just make a body out of this wood you have lying about. That's just jigsaw and chisel. There's nothing really. But it's amazing how by doing that it works. It's fine. I mean, that's my problems. My only real issues with the guitar is I would like to have a tone control, I think, and I would like to have another pickup, I think. I'm not sure whether I can get J-Pax to paint it or not, whether I really want that. I would like a J-Pax Telecaster, but that would be the last one, and this is one I don't want to sell anyway, because the thing is, it's kind of handy, and I kind of like having a 12-stringer, and it doesn't have any trems, and it's not a pure metally looking guitar either. The headstock's maybe a wee bit metally, but yeah, it's a Barncaster Telecaster. I do quite fancy having a neck pickup. I might have a wee look and see what I've got. Just because that's a bar magnet, I quite fancy that. There might be an option for a bass pickup. I've got that peavey one. Ooh, the one that you get in the peavey TA guitars and in the TA basses, the same pickup. So it's definitely good for bass and guitar, so this is kind of in the middle. So if that's the right size, that would maybe look quite cool. Recessed in there. And I'm going to have to write out this side. So yeah, there's a bigger dog here on this side. Obviously I wanted it all to line up absolutely perfectly, so I need to Dremel out this hole here a bit more so it's symmetrical with that one. I'm not really that bothered about it being big, but it's very obviously bigger than this hole. The whole guitar's a bit silly. But you can see, I think this pickup is a total metal pickup, because it's really overdriving. I kind of really want, I'd much rather have a much thinner one. Even in single coil mode, it's pure in your face. So it's a very direct sound. Yeah. So my quest for guitar to be J-Paxed has not yet surfaced. I'm kind of like this being really raw and simple, but I do quite fancy having a neck pickup in it and new strings, and then maybe just spend a little bit more time playing it, and to try to work out, because there's things you can do on a 7-string you just can't do on a 6-string. There's a whole string's worth of extra bass notes. which there's definitely a sort of purpose in there. I remember I had an 8-string guitar and I tried to set it up with like 2 bass strings, and you know, I'd put coil splits and stuff in it, and it was just too difficult, but the 1 extra string I can kind of handle. In fact, actually thinking about it, Jim, that my head's... See the B... When you do drop B tuning, it's only 1 note different, isn't there? Because it goes B, E, A, D, F sharp. So that's the note that's different. This is a G on this one. So it's E, A, D, G. It's that G's different. And then... So there must be a way of doing full open chords, like your G shape, but one of these fingers will be different. You probably just got to mask it. I might actually just look up how to play chords. I'm better working with it myself. I notice if you're playing a D, right, obviously you normally only hit the 4 strings, the bottom 4. On this one you've got a B there. So there must be a way of using that string in your D. And all the chords probably have something. All the chords will have a note that you can play on that string when you're playing the full chord. So there we've got G. And of course that's that. So that's a G and that's a... I've got a B. Alright, so we've got a B in it. So there's a B and a G anyway. It just makes it a bit of a B heavy G. Yeah, sorry, I'm rabbiting on. Rock on, see you tomorrow night's live stream. I might be playing this, probably, maybe. I don't know, depends how I feel. I might be playing my black Telecaster. I might have found another guitar to possibly J-Pack that you can all talk me out of.